Hey everyone. Welcome back. How are you all doing? Um, I'm listening for my 2-year-old actually, the one with the cast. He's been quite busy. A cast did not slow him down whatsoever. But anyways, here we are. Um, Today, I am making tea buns, raisin tea buns. My nan used to make these a lot, and I love them. I don't measure. This is just my cup I had that broke the handle, and this is what I use for scooping out my flour. I think it's a 1 cup one. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But anyways, put some flour in your bowl. Wash your hands before you start any of this. I wash my hands just before, so you know. Do that. Okay, once your flour is in your bowl, get some, I need some baking powder in there. You're going to want a nice little bit. I think it's like, I don't know. Don't quote me. A nice little bit of baking powder. About your sugar and your butter is going to want to be about the same amount. So about 1/3 of a cup, or a cup, depending on how sweet you like them. Remember that the berries are sweet, so you don't need too much, okay? And then you're just going to mix that all in together there, so that way it's all incorporated, okay? Yes, we're going to be mixing. It don't matter. You don't have to do this step. I don't want you to worry. Also, I'm hoping you guys could see everything. I'm not good at this, hey? But anyways, sorry. Now, missing something. Miss. Okay. Now what we're going to do, I have to wash my hands again, so I'm going to pause this in a second. And about 1/3, once that's mixed in, take about 1/3 of a cup of butter. You guys just seen that, I know what you did. Okay, and throw it in here. It might be a little bit more, a little bit less. I don't know how much is 1/3 of a cup in this one. I cut my big blocks in half, and then but anyways, I just made a mess. Go me. 1 second now, before the next step, I gotta pause this video. Okay guys, sorry about that. I also should have mentioned, before you started any of this, go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Okay? Now, I got my hands all clean. With this now, I got my ring off too. With this, you can use a blender or a processor, whatever you have. You could even use your fork and like squish it in. I don't like doing that. That's not how I was shown how to do it. This is how I was shown to do it with clean hands. You just go like this. And you massage it all in through. Remember, where I'm from, we didn't have much. We really didn't. So like, you had to use what you had, and a lot of times that was hands. And as long as they're clean and clean while you're going through everything, it's fine. Okay? Just make sure your hands are really clean. And you don't spit everywhere. Anyways, this is gonna be a very busy weekend for me and my family. Besides everything else that's going on, my son got invited out, and he's awful excited. Yeah. Anyways, I think about my 2 boys are awful busy. They really, really are. Anyone who met my boys or me and my kids out, they'll probably say it's no surprise my little one got hurt. But I talked to my mom. I was letting her know how I'm feeling about all this, because you know that's you feel bad as a mom, a little bit guilty, right? And I don't know how she ever done it with 5 of us. I really don't. My mom had 5 kids, guys, and we're all a little bit, my kids are active like we were. So I mean, that should. Yeah. Anyone else's kids really busy? But anyways, she gave me. I gotta give props to her because she's amazing. She raised all of us, I suppose. It's a nice bit. Now, once you got your butter in, I don't know if this is enough butter. It don't look like enough because it's not like clayey enough for me. So, with the rest of that butter, you never have too much butter. I'm just going to throw it on in here, and I'm going to finish mixing. Yes, this is the butter that I used for my toast this morning, so it got a few crumbs in it. It's okay. It's for my family. And, well, yeah, my family. So it's okay. We don't mind. You're not going to notice it. Anyways, once this is mixed in nicely, so that it's almost like clay, I'm going to pause this for 1 second. Okay, guys, I ended up using 2 hands just to make sure that it was all well incorporated here. And it is. It's like that. Right now, my dough mixture is like the old clay sand? The kinetic sand, is it? Okay. Now that that's done, we are going to get a little bit of lemon juice. Nobody ever answered me if this stuff spoils. It's still in date, but it looks... you're going to want to put a little bit of that in there. If you got a bigger bowl, put it in a bigger bowl, because this is about to get all weird. Some vanilla. Mix this with your heart, however much you think you need. I like vanilla. Now, if you have carnation milk, yes, the canned milk, use it. That's the stuff that our grandmothers used to use, and my mom used to use, and they swore by it, okay? We really did. It's honestly the best. However, if you're me, you forgot to pick up your carnation milk, and with 2 little runabouts, you can't go to the store. So I'm using fresh milk. It's fine. It'll work as long as you got milk. About a cup. Okay. I'm going to leave that off. Now, I'm going to use the fork that I had earlier, and I'm just going to combine this in until my dough is together. And the reason I'm doing it like this, once again, my bowl is very small, okay? And I need to make sure that everything's combined. Use a bigger bowl, boys. A little bit more. Oh, that's too much milk. But anyways, you want this to be kind of dry, okay? So that's why I said too much milk. That's why when I bake, I always have my flour and that alongside of me because, well, you just don't know. Okay. Actually, it's not terrible. Now, once that's all in there and all combined, right, nice, we're probably going to use a little bit more flour. More flour. Please pause. Anyone else got a 2-year-old that I planted stuff for a garden. I was actually kind of excited and going to show you guys my stuff for my garden. However, right now, as my hands are in dough, my 2-year-old has his one of his trucks there, and he is currently plowing my flowers. Anyways, he's fine. I got more of them, so that's why I'm not rushing. I actually planted some cucumber really early, and the ones he's plowing over. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. We're not gonna be mad. Okay, like I said, you kind of want this to be a little bit dry. Okay? Not too dry so that you can't do anything with it. That's why I'm adding. I hate sticky dough. Little bit. Just enough to get it off my fucking fingers. Anyways. Now, this could be very controversial. If you have any berries, you can put your berries in here. Okay? Or anything like that. But now, remember, I'm making Teabuns. What the fuck is my dough doing like that? Sorry. Anyways. Get off my fingers. This dough is good. It's cold. Make sure it's cold. Everyone's probably going to come at me and tell me I'm mixing this too much, but I don't like it sticky. You like it sticky? Good for you. I don't. I added too much, but it's fine. Okay. Now, you can add your berries or whatever. I would recommend to wait until the next step. However, if you're making original, you can just about a half a bag of raisins. Okay? Yes, my fingers are full of that. Yes, dude, raisins don't want to come out. They're good raisins. I only used them there a little bit ago. Give me 1 second. I washed my hands. And yelled at my son. No, I didn't yell. But anyways. Put in your raisins. My heavens. They're not the same as they used to be. You guys ever... I know this is probably going to be controversial, but you ever go to bite into a cookie you thought it was chocolate chip and it turned out it was raisins? Yeah, me too. Well, I'm doing this part because apparently they're really dried out grapes today. I'm going to separate these. I'll be back.